All right, we're live. Yura, you want to go first?
Yep. So I've added some additional information in the response to debug the slow queries. Also, I fixed I use a function to estimate the number of tokens for the instruct model, similar to what Fede has, and it fixed the requests. And I'm also fighting with the prompt to make it generate correct JSON responses. Raj helped me to improve the prompt. So that's what was my work during that time.
Yeah, you can't use the word should with an LLM because they're like, well, I could, or I should do it, but I feel like doing it in a different format. So you have to say must.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Yeah, so we took the code that was doing smart query out of Slack Bolt, and same code runs fast. Like, it's nice. So either we have to figure out, either we get rid of Slack Bolt or we extract the code that's running, the stuff that's sensitive to latency outside of it, because that does work. Or I think right now yours updated it from 0.16 something to 0.18 something, 0. So maybe they patched it. So we'll see. If they didn't patch it, then we need to figure out how do we get around this problem. But it's nice to have kind of figured out, okay, I think we can kind of do a A/B test and see where it's actually slow. All right, Fede, your side.
All right. I've been working on like the function so Yura can use to send a message to Slack, but to look pretty for the SmartSearch with the links and the buttons to the profiles. I can have like the unfurl link to work. It's so random. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So instead of seeing the link, you see the actual message. I don't know, it's random. It works and then it doesn't. I might have to message Slack support or something because I don't know why.
So there's Slack community. There's a Slack API channel. I think I invited you. I don't know if the invite's still good, but you can go in there and ask. And there's a bunch of devs on there that might have run the same problem.
All right.
And then there's also the Slack community forum where you can post. You can probably try both, see where you get a response. I know Jacob from the Slack community is active on both, so he might be able to. He might have the answer, or he might know somebody or someone that's just a Slack developer trying this.
All right. Yeah, I will try everything. And related to Slack Bolt, I know that like running outside Slack Bolt is fast, but it's fast on our local environments. So it's not. Sorry.
No, not only locally. I extracted the whole smart query into separate endpoint, which does all the stages, like including creating, embedding, find search, and then generating a GPT response, and it all finishes in up to 5 seconds every time. And it's the main time mistake. Was that?
Okay, yeah, but if you run it inside Slack Bolt, but locally, it's also fast, right?
It's also fast, right?
So the problem is not Slack Bolt, it's Slack Bolt and Cloud Run.
Cloud Run together is called. That's why it's unique. No one's posting this problem because no one's running into it because they're not running this stuff in Cloud Run.
Maybe Slack Bolt is somehow taking a vital resource of Cloud Run. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, at least we've been able to figure it out. What we have workarounds now. Before it was just like, what the hell? Do we need to migrate all off on Cloud Run or whatever? But now there's workarounds. So I think you're just report on. Oh, actually, we're going to jump on another call after this to debug more. Better, so I'll send you an invite.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. On my end, talk to the homies on LinkedIn that are Slack aficionados, Salesforce experts, and then got feedback about doing auditing instead of SmartSearch. So we still use the same technology, but now the use case is different. It's much more driven by compliance rather than, I just want to look for things faster. So, which is more of a case to buy something, right? If you're trying to do it for compliance reasons versus for convenience or speed up sake, right? Which is also a better, easier sell. Just like, how do you prove to somebody that your tool saves them X amount of time, as opposed to like, oh, this will definitely help you with audits, right? So what we'll look at is different verticals, because this tool can solve a bunch of different problems and then figure out the one where the biggest need is and demand and value prop. So that's going to be on me. Maybe I'll talk to some more people, which has been really helpful. I wish I did this earlier. And then create landing pages for each one, wait list. I'll drive some traffic either with LinkedIn ads or something else, and then see where where we should really focus in on. So this is like the bowling pin strategy, right? Which we talked about before. You have this tool that does all the stuff, right? But you got to pick something to focus on to sell, to solve a certain problem, and then you can start picking off the other ones. So we'll start there, max it out, then move on to the next pin, right? And just keep doing that. That helps us with our growth strategy. All right. Anything else? No. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Nope.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.